If you're looking to buy a house in this day and age, you need to check out NACA. NACA is all about affordable home ownership. NACA can help you make the dream of home ownership a reality. There's a reason why NACA's mortgage is considered America's best mortgage. The amount of money that you can save with this mortgage is astounding, both upfront and also throughout the life of your loan. But there are a few caveats. Let's start with the pros of a NACA mortgage. One of the biggest pros for a NACA mortgage is that they do not consider your credit when it comes to qualifying and approving you for a mortgage. There are also no closing costs or fees associated with a NACA mortgage. So things like attorney fees, title fees, other admin fees are all fees and costs that are covered through NACA. NACA also does not require a down payment. You can put as much or as little as you would like. And typically with a traditional mortgage, if you put down less than 20% of the home price, there is something called a PMI, which is a private mortgage insurance. And so the private mortgage insurance, it's not like your typical insurance where if something breaks, that insurance will cover the damage. No. The private mortgage insurance, essentially, it is a fee that the bank will charge you as a penalty because you did not put a 20% down payment on your house. And so the cool thing about NACA is that they do not require a down payment, and they also do not penalize you with the PMI. And because NACA is all about affordable home ownership, they also do not have any predatory terms. With a NACA loan, you can expect to not have any balloon payments, so that means your payments are not going to increase over time. Even like their interest rate, whatever interest rate you are locked in at whenever you purchase your home is a fixed rate. It is going to be consistent throughout the life of your loan. They also do not have any prepayment penalties. So if you decide to pay your mortgage off early, you're not going to be penalized by that. When it comes to NACA mortgage, you're able to be qualified for a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4 family occupied property. So with this, the most important thing is that you have to live in one of the units. So let's say, for example, that you're interested in purchasing a duplex. As long as you live in one of those units, you are able to do what you wish with the other unit. You can rent it out, you can let other extended family live in the unit, but the most important thing is that you're not able to rent out both houses, for example. When it comes to the property types that you can purchase with NACA, you can buy an existing home. You can also, like in my situation, you can buy a new construction. NACA even has a program that allows you to buy homes that are in need of renovation, as well as a condo, as long as that condo is at least 50% owner occupied. By the way, if you are finding this video useful, please hit the like button to let me know that I was able to help you in some way. You're also welcome to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more content like this again in the future. Okay, so now let's get into the cons of NACA. One of the biggest cons about NACA is that you are not eligible if somebody in your household already owns property. And so this means that if you or anyone in your household is interested in purchasing additional property, this is something that you would have to do after being approved and closing on your NACA property. Another con that you might want to consider before embarking on your NACA journey is that NACA places a $25,000 lien on the property, which stipulates that during the life of your loan, the NACA property has to be your primary residence. And I do want to add that the $25,000 lien is only if you are renting the property. But if, for example, you decide to sell the property or if you decide to refinance the property, there is no penalty. You are able to do that. The lien will not apply. The lien is, again, only for rental purposes. When I purchased my home at the end of summer 2023, it was only a 5-year lien. It wasn't a lifetime of the loan. So for me, I can rent out the property if I wish to do so in 5 years. Whereas it seems that now, I had to do some research. It seems that now NACA has changed their policy, and for the life of the loan, you're not able to rent it out. And if you've done any research on NACA, you will know the biggest complaint that people complain about, the most common complaint, is how long the process takes. And I definitely want to chime in on this because this is not the situation for everybody. Ideally, when working with NACA, you want to start the process first, you want to get pre-approved, and then you want to find your house. In my situation, I started working with NACA after I had already signed the sales contract and agreed to purchase my house. Right, so I essentially went through the whole NACA process from start to finish in 6 months, got approved, and was ready in time for close. So the biggest takeaway from this is that you should not be deterred from people saying oh, it took 10 years, it took 2 years, it took too long, because that might not be the situation for you. The types of situations where NACA would take longer for you to get approved are situations where you're not paying your bills on time. You're not paying your rent on time, right? Because if you go to NACA and that is your circumstance, they're gonna create an action plan for you where they will help you create a budget, and then for 12 months, you have to follow that budget. You have to pay your bills on time. You have to pay your rent on time to show them that you are ready to buy a home. And this is what they mean by character-based lending. Your credit score is not factored. It's really just your payment history. If you have a history of paying your bills on time, you just zip through the process. But if you've been paying your payments late and things like that, then they're going to work with you. So you can show and prove to them that you are able to pay your bills on time regardless of your credit score. Overall, I am incredibly grateful to NACA. They helped me become a homeowner. You know, like what I dreamed of as a kid, and like now it's been 3 months and like the decor is falling into place and the couch is over there and that wall is green, and you know, it's my house that I can decorate how I wish, that I feel comfortable in, that is mine for my kids when I choose to have them, and all the things. So for me, NACA was definitely like the obvious choice. It was like perfect for my situation. It could definitely be for you. And if you want to see exactly just how NACA compares to other mortgages, you might want to check out this video where I compare NACA to 2 other loans that I was also approved for. Thank you so much for watching.